Hello everyone, welcome back to Strive Edge. I hope that you guys are having fun reading, studying, revising. So for polity in this crash course, we've already done with a lot of lectures in a very structured way. So I think we've done like 5 or 6 lectures till now. So I hope that you are following that, and the notes are also provided in the Telegram channel, so you can download it from there and you can use this for your preparation. So let's begin. Our first topic of discussion today is the Prime Minister of India. Now, I want to pose this question to you. Who governs India? Okay, the President or the Prime Minister? PM or President? Who actually governs India? So, the correct constitutional answer for this is very nuanced. Okay, so the President is the de jure or the nominal head. Okay, or legal head. You can call him legal head too. And the Prime Minister is the de facto head, okay, or the real executive authority of India. Okay, and India follows a parliamentary system which we have heavily discussed in our last lecture or few lectures before that. Okay, in such a system, the executive emerges from the legislature, right, and the leader of the majority becomes the head of the government, and that leader is the Prime Minister, right? Now, what about the constitutional status of the Prime Minister? In Constitution, there is no elaborate discussion or description of the Prime Minister. Okay, but the entire executive structure revolves around the office. है ना? जैसे the Article 74. What does the Article 74 say? It says that there shall be a council of ministers with Prime Minister at the head to aid and advise the president. Okay, so COM plus PM to aid and advise the president. Okay, ये कहा गया है Article 74 में. So though there is no particular description, but there is this statement, and this one statement establishes the centrality of PM. Okay, so without PM there will be no council of ministers, right? And without council of ministers the president cannot act. So you can see this chain. Okay, PM, then COM, and इनके aid and advice पे who works? President, right? So इस chain में the most important is PM. Okay, so constitutionally the PM is indispensable. ठीक है? So we have established this now. Now let us understand the appointment. Article 75. So the Prime Minister is appointed by the President. ठीक है? Now here is the important distinction. ठीक है? The Constitution says appointed by the President. But the convention as in what? The rules that we follow. Okay, it is not mentioned anywhere, but the rules that we typically follow. So the convention says the leader of majority party in Lok Sabha, right? So by convention, leader of majority party or coalition in the Lok Sabha. Okay, in normal circumstances, the majority party leader is appointed, I'm so sorry, and there is no controversy, right? We've discussed this in the last lecture, right? So in case of normal circumstances, majority party leader is equal to PM. Okay, so when you say he is appointed by the president, it doesn't mean that president can choose whoever he wants. President has to appoint the one who is in majority or the leader of that party. Okay, and normal circumstances में क्या हो रहा है? There is a majority party and उनका एक leader है. He or she becomes the PM. There is no controversy. But in case of no majority, in case of no clear majority, that is the hung parliament, right? I hope you remember. Okay, in case of a hung parliament, the president may use the limited discretion. ये जब हम president के बारे में भी thoroughly discuss, तब I've talked about this, right? The president's discretion power. Okay, so in case of that, the president may use his discretion. Okay, so the president must identify the person who is most likely to command support. Okay, but the majority must be proven on the floor of the house. This is essential. Correct. Even if the president appoints someone who might likely be a leader, but that leader has also is supposed to prove his majority. Okay, so ye legislative proof is must, it is needed. Now what happens if the PM dies in office? So the president may appoint an interim PM in case of death of the PM. Okay, until the ruling party elects a new leader. Okay, so तब तक एक interim PM होगा. So appointment कौन करते हैं? President करते हैं. Okay, but what is the convention? Leader of majority party or the coalition. Now one question. Can PM जो है, he is the leader of लोक सभा, correct? कहाँ पे? Okay, anyway, we know that he's the leader of Lok Sabha. Yes, see, by convention, the leader of majority party in Lok Sabha. ठीक है? So, PM is the leader of Lok Sabha, मतलब he is a part of Lok Sabha, right? But I want to ask you, can PM be from Rajya Sabha? Okay, is that okay or is that allowed? So the answer is yes. Okay, in India, the PM can be from either house. Okay, however, politically, since Lok Sabha determines survival, most PMs prefer to be from Lok Sabha. Correct? Because their entire the government, the confidence is based on Lok Sabha. When you talk about the Council of Ministers, the collective responsibility, all of that जो है fundamentally it is based on Lok Sabha, correct? So mostly PMs are from Lok Sabha. But कल को अगर question comes कि can a PM be from Rajya Sabha? So the answer is yes. Okay, but this is not the case in Britain. ठीक है, इंडिया में this is the case, but ब्रिटेन में ऐसा नहीं है. तो यूके में कैसा है? The PM must be from the House of Commons, ऐसा है, but इंडिया में that is not the case. Okay, now another question. Can a non-member मतलब who is not a member of the parliament, MP नहीं है, be PM? इसका क्या आंसर है? Yes, a non-member can also be a PM, but only for 6 months. Okay, for 6 months he can be a non-member, can be a PM, but before the expiry of the 6 months he has to get elected within that time. Okay, so Delhi High Court also said, the Supreme Court said a non-member can be a PM for 6 months, during which they must become a member of either house. ठीक है? So ये क्यों है? Because flexibility चाहिए, right? And you have to tell me in the comments which PM was not a member or which PM was the member of Rajya Sabha and he became a PM. ठीक है? That's for you to answer. So this is the same reiteration कि PM can be from either house of parliament unlike the UK. Now oath of office and secrecy. So the oath is administered by the president. So there are two oaths. Okay. One, oath of office. Second is the oath of secrecy. So oath of secrecy is vital. ये हमने जब we were talking about the cabinet, correct? After COM we talked about cabinet. तो इसमें भी it was talked about, right? क्यों? Why is the oath of secrecy vital? Because the cabinet discussions must remain confidential. Why? Okay, because collective responsibility requires internal disagreement but external unity. Okay, and without the secrecy, the solidarity will collapse, right? So you need that kind of secrecy. That's why एक oath ली जाती है. Oath यानी शपथ, right? So to maintain that, to not to reveal official matters to outside world, you have to take the oath. And who administers the oath? The president. Okay, now the tenure. Now formally, okay, formally matlab legally or I mean formally only on paper. Okay, the PM holds the office during the pleasure of the president. Okay, pleasure of the president matlab उनके मन के हिसाब से the PM holds the office. But in reality, what is the case, guys? In reality, PM holds the office as long as he enjoys majority support in Lok Sabha. So this is the practical, this is the reality. Ki as long as they enjoy the majority support in the Lok Sabha, the PM enjoys the office. Okay, what happens if the majority is lost? If the majority is lost, the PM must resign. And in case if he refuses to resign, then he will be dismissed. Okay, so the president may dismiss him. Correct. So the political survival is entirely dependent on Lok Sabha. Correct. Political survival is equal to Lok Sabha. Okay. As long as they enjoy the majority, they are in Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha has its term. Correct. जैसे लोक सभा का टर्म खत्म होगा, obviously the government will also dissolve. करेक्ट, लोकसभा डिसॉल्व हो रही है तो जो भी है उनमें द गवर्नमेंट इन पावर ड्यूरिंग दैट टाइम विल आल्सो गेट डिसॉल्व, नए इलेक्शंस होंगे. ओके, बट एज लॉन्ग एज दैट ड्यूरेशन इज देयर, द current government must prove their confidence. They must have the majority in Lok Sabha. Okay. Salary and allowances determined by the parliament. PM receives MP salary plus additional benefits जैसे residence, travel, medical, sumptuary allowance, ये सब. Okay. Now, powers and functions of the Prime Minister. As a head of the Union Council of Ministers. Okay, so this is like the most powerful dimension. Right. So as the leader of the or the head of the COM, the PM will recommend ministers to the president, which then president will appoint. Okay, but president अपने मन के ministers appoint नहीं करते, right? The PM tells which ones to appoint. Then allocate portfolios, reshuffle councils. Portfolios any home ministry, defense ministry, revenue ministry. Who will handle and who will decide that? The prime minister will decide that. Okay. Can ask ministers to resign. Matlab can demand resignation. Okay. Chairs the cabinet meetings, coordinates and guide decisions. Death or resignation leads to automatic dissolution of the entire council. This is important. Okay, so if the PM resigns or dies, entire council of ministers collapses. Okay, why? Because the council exists only under his leadership. Correct. तो अगर वही नहीं रहे तो the COM will collapse. Okay. Now, what is his or her power in relation to the president? So, Article 78 makes the PM the chief communication link between the president and the council. Article 78. Okay. So, according to that, the PM must inform president about decisions, provide information if asked, and submit matters for reconsideration if required. Okay. क्यों? Because there should be a balance, right? Constitutionally nuanced balance होना चाहिए. Okay. So president is informed because he is also the head of the state. है ना? He is the head of the he is the nominal head of the state. Okay, and he is the one जिनका sign रहता है हर एक चीज पे. Right, so that he should be informed about the things that are going on. Okay, now क्या president can he ask for reconsideration? This we have discussed in the last lecture when we were talking about president. Okay, tell me in the comments. Suppose the COM and the PM give some advice to president. Can the president ask for reconsideration of that? Okay, tell me. Then advises president on appointments of AGI, okay, Attorney General of India, Comptroller General and Auditor General of India, Election Commission, Finance Commission, ये सब. Okay, submits matters for council review when required by the president. Now, what is the power and role of PM in relation to Parliament? Okay, if PM is from Lok Sabha, is a member of Lok Sabha, if PM is an MP of Lok Sabha, then he is the leader of the house. Okay, but we know that PM can also be a member of Rajya Sabha. Okay, so even if he is from Rajya Sabha, he still controls the agenda. Agenda यानी क्या क्या? He will advise the summoning, proroguing and dissolving of Lok Sabha. ठीक है? And we will understand this. Okay, I think next video we will do the parliament. तो बड़ा सा chapter है अपना parliament and we will understand everything about this. So hang on. Now next. He will also announce policy direction. Okay, जैसे कि क्या? Budget, reforms, constitutional amendments. All of these things are politically driven by the PM. Okay, so parliament or the legislature will debate, will discuss. ठीक है, but the initiative कहाँ से आता है? Executive से ही आता है. Okay, an executive initiative comes from PM led government. Okay, what are the other roles? जैसे PM's roles in national governance. Okay, according to this, the PM will chair Niti Aayog, Interstate Council, NIC. Then he will shape the foreign policy. defense strategy, economic direction, right? And in case of crisis, जैसे war या economic collapse या pandemic, in these cases also the PM becomes the national coordinator. Okay, now this is your important thing, president and PM constitutional relationship. Okay, so उनका जो relationship है, we will analyze it constitutionally. So article 74, what does the article 74 say? President acts on the advice of CM headed by PM. Okay, with the option to seek reconsideration. So I had asked this question to you और मैंने आंसर बता दिया, but you tell me, still you tell me if you have some more information regarding that, you can tell me in the comments. Okay, so this is your article 74. Now article 75A, PM is appointed by the president, ministers appointed on PM's advice. Article 75B, ministers hold office during president's pleasure but practically PM's confidence. Right? क्योंकि PM can ask anybody's resignation. Right? Now article 75C talks about the collective responsibility of COM to Lok Sabha. Okay. Article 78, PM's duty to inform president and submit matters for reconsideration. Okay, so looking at this, हमें क्या पता चल रहा है? President is the formal authority and PM is the political authority. Right? Okay. Now, you might have come across this term that the Indian system resembles the prime ministerial government. Yes? Okay. Why? Why is it said so? Because cabinet में किसका dominance है? PM का. Okay. And क्या है? Strong majority governments है. We can see control over party machinery. Okay, media centrality है. Okay, so when the majority is strong, the PM power expands. Okay, so इसलिए we see this prime ministerial government. Now do you tell me, इतना we saw about the PM, but do you think that the PM's power is absolute? Okay, he or she is the most powerful person in the country. Okay, but is it absolute? So, no. Okay, despite the enormous power, the power is not absolute, it is limited. What are the limitations? What are the limitations? सबसे पहले लोकसभा majority. Okay, कितना भी powerful हो, if tomorrow there is even one less than majority, he will collapse. Then party dynamics. Okay, defection होते रहता है, right? Anti defection laws है, right? Then judiciary. Why? Judicial review चलता है. Federalism is there. What do you understand by federalism? Central and state में बटा हुआ है. Correct. Media and public opinion. President's moral authority है. Right? We have a moral authority also. Okay, now if you see in comparison with US, okay, so presidential system में क्या था, we saw that the president had a fixed term, but PM का ऐसा कोई fixed term security नहीं है. It is subject to these things, and especially this thing. ठीक है, so I hope that you understood about the PM. Okay, he is the center of everything. Executive system का he is the center, but without majority support he will become powerless. Okay, now parliament will be a very big chapter and I need to take a separate class for it. So अभी हम क्या करेंगे, we will do the cabinet committees in India. Okay, so this will be your next topic of discussion today. Cabinet committees of India. Now, like every topic that we start, we will start with a question, right? So I want to ask this question now. If the cabinet already exists, why do we need a cabinet committee, or why do we need cabinet committees? Okay, why? Before what, let's understand why. Okay, why do you think we need cabinet committees? Already cabinet hai. Because the modern governance will be or is too complex for a single body to handle everything efficiently, right? So cabinet committees kya hai? They are the division of labor inside the executive. Okay, understood. Now what are these cabinet committees? They are extra constitutional. Extra constitutional matlab what? Okay, matlab they are not mentioned in the constitution. ठीक है, then where are they mentioned? They are created under the transaction of business rules 1961. Okay, matlab kya? From where do they derive their authority? From executive rules. Okay, not from the constitution. But extra constitutional matlab not illegal. Okay, understand that. Extra constitutional matlab not mentioned in the constitution. जैसे हम लोग कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बॉडीज, एक्स्ट्रा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बॉडीज, इसके बारे में बात करते हैं, राइट? द सेम वे. ओके, बट दे आर वैलिड, है ना? ओके, एंड दे आर अ पार्ट ऑफ द एग्जीक्यूटिव स्ट्रक्चर फैसिलिटेटिंग द effective so sorry, governance. Okay, then we will understand the types of cabinet committees. So majorly there are two types. One, standing committee. Second, ad hoc committee. Standing committee matlab what? They are permanent in nature. Okay, and since they are permanent, or since they deal with recurring domains, regular functions or recurring domains. What do you understand by this? Regular functions, recurring domains मतलब जैसे सिक्योरिटी. ऐसा है क्या कि सिक्योरिटी आज चाहिए, ओके, जस्ट फॉर दिस मंथ वी नीड, अगले मंथ से वी डोंट नीड सिक्योरिटी, ऐसा है क्या? नहीं, वी ऑलवेज नीड सिक्योरिटी. वी ऑलवेज नीड इकोनॉमिक अफेयर्स. ओके, वी ऑलवेज नीड अपॉइंटमेंट्स. करेक्ट. सो ये जो फंक्शंस है विच आर वेरी रेगुलर इन नेचर, उनके लिए यू हैव द स्टैंडिंग कमिटीज विच आर परमानेंट, so they function continuously. Ad hoc on the other hand are temporary, created for specific tasks or crisis management. Okay, जैसे for example if there is some policy or a specific पॉलिसी रिफॉर्म चाहिए, ओके, फॉर वन पर्टिकुलर पॉलिसी, तो ये वाली जो एड हॉक कमिटी है, इट विल बी फॉर्म फॉर दैट, उसके बारे में सब डिस्कशन, रिपोर्ट विपोर्ट सब हो जाएगा, एंड देन इट विल स्टॉप एग्जिस्टिंग, क्योंकि उसका फंक्शन तो खत्म हो गया, राइट? उसके आगे उसका कोई फंक्शन ही नहीं है। ओके, सो वंस द टास्क इज कंप्लीट, दे विल डिसॉल्व। ओके, नाउ पर्पस रोल क्या है? रिड्यूस कैबिनेट वर्कलोड, इन डेप्थ स्क्रूटिनी, make decisions on behalf of the cabinet, but the cabinet retains the right to review such decisions and function on the principle of division of labor and delegated authority. We saw this already. Okay. Now, who sets up the cabinet committees? Who do you think? Okay. Who sets up? Prime Minister. Okay. The cabinet committees are set up by the Prime Minister. So the Prime Minister will decide the number of members, the name, the composition, okay, domain, continuation, right? ये सब who will decide? The Prime Minister. Why? President क्यों नहीं? Because cabinet में president का क्या काम? Right? PM is the ministerial leadership, correct? So PM only will decide everything. Then the composition. So typically it consists of, it includes 3 to 8 members of the cabinet ministers, all of whom are cabinet ministers, ठीक है? And sometimes non-cabinet ministers, जैसे independent charge वाले ministers of state, all these people can also be included. Okay. Now, this is very important, ठीक है? If PM is a member of any committee, automatically he will head the committee. Okay, and usually the PM chairs the committees, but in some committees the senior minister, जैसे home or defense में chair. But in any time or in any committee that he is a member, he will automatically lead the or head the committee. Okay, so the major cabinet committees कौन से है? The appointments committee of the cabinet, chaired by PM, and they handle the senior appointments. They say secretaries or PSU heads, top bureaucratic positions. Okay, so this committee controls the bureaucratic leadership. Okay, then the next committee is the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, again by PM. Economic policy, price control, investment clearance. This is very important with your environment also, guys. If you remember, if you're doing an integrated study, or if you have not still reached there, you will reach there. Okay, if you already know the connection of environment and CCEA, please let me know in the comments. Okay, then the Cabinet Committee on Political Affairs, जैसे political coordination, center state relations, ये सब. Okay, this is often called a super cabinet. Cabinet Committee on Investment and Growth, fast tracking large investment growth strategies. Then the Cabinet Committee on Security. Okay, defense, internal security, atomic energy, space, ये सब. Then Cabinet Committee on Parliamentary Affairs. Now this is an exception. This committee is chaired by the Defense Minister. Okay, जो exceptions है guys, that you have to remember. Okay, the norm is what, that the PM is the chairperson, but the exception is for parliamentary affairs, वो committee के लिए the defense minister is the chairperson. ओके काम क्या है? पार्लियामेंट्री एजेंडा, कोऑर्डिनेशन विद द अपोजिशन, सेशन प्लानिंग, नेगोशिएशंस, ये सब. ओके स्किल डेवलपमेंट, job creation. Then the cabinet committee on accommodation is again by the home minister. Okay ऐसे imagine करो, accommodation is home. Okay now why are they important? Again, faster decision making in specialized areas, then enable interministerial coordination without burdening the entire cabinet, maintain secrecy, confidentiality, flexibility in sensitive policy matters, essential for coalition management of or divided responsibilities in large cabinets. Now, okay, uh, you have to tell me how do the cabinet committees function. Okay, what is the principle? The principle is delegated authority plus the cabinet supremacy. ओके ये हमने देखा था राइट यहीं पे कहीं तो. हम्म so the cabinet committee may take decisions on the behalf of cabinet, but the cabinet will retain the right to review and make such decisions. Okay so the power is delegated but it is not transferred. ठीक है so this is your principle of the working of cabinet committee. Now cabinet versus cabinet committee, so we have to clarify that also. Correct. Cabinet क्या है? Is cabinet a constitutional body? Okay and I don't think it is mentioned in the article 74. You have to tell me where is cabinet mentioned. And article 74 में भी क्या mention किया है? You have to tell me that. Okay but cabinet committees are not mentioned so they are extra constitutional. Okay cabinet क्या है? It is very large, it is small, 3 to 8 ministers. Correct. Role क्या है? Policy approval, collective responsibility. And cabinet committee का क्या है? Specific task या delegated decision making. Okay chairperson क्या है? Always the PM, usually the PM, sometimes senior minister, we saw. Okay accountability क्या है? Entire cabinet is accountable to the parliament, but the decisions here are reviewed by the full cabinet, so इनका accountability is towards the cabinet only. ठीक है so in practice if you see the cabinet can shape the decisions before they reach the full cabinet. So by the time the cabinet meets, the decision is almost finalized. So इससे क्या होगा? The efficiency is increased. Okay but centralize हो रहा है PM के around. So cabinet committees क्या ला रहे हैं? उनके strengths क्या है? Efficiency, speed, expertise and confidentiality. But concerns क्या है? Like I said, concentration of power. Okay reduced collective debate. PM ही सब चेयर कर रहे हैं तो एक हो रहा है ना कि उन्हीं के अराउंड सब हो रहा है. I mean उन्हीं के अराउंड it is rotating. Then the potential bypass of the full cabinet or the COM ये भी हो सकता है. Okay and जो I talked about the prime ministerial government, this is strong majority governments में the committee strengthen the PM dominance. And अगर कोएलिशन है तो दे कैन बिकम नेगोशिएशन प्लेटफॉर्म्स, बट दिस कैन लीड टू द सेंट्रलाइजेशन. ओके, ठीक है. सो नाउ वी विल डू the chief minister and the council of ministers, because we did pm and we did the cabinet and com already किया हुआ है. So I think कि ये एक अच्छा नेक्स्ट कॉन्जिक्यूटिव अपना टॉपिक हो सकता है. ओके, नाउ हेड ऑफ द स्टेट कौन है? गवर्नर. ओके, वी ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड गवर्नर. So the governor, if he is the constitutional head of the state, I'll write constitutional also. Okay, constitutional head of the state, but who actually governs the state? Okay, what is the answer to this? The answer is the chief minister and the council of ministers. So CM is equal to PM and governor is equal to president. ऐसे उनका corollary you can remember. Okay, parallel figures है एक दूसरे के. So sorry. Okay, so just like at the union level, the governor is a nominal executive while the CM led council of ministers is the real executive. Okay, this shows what again? Federalism. ठीक है. Constitutional framework क्या है? The state executive is covered under part 6 of the constitution, articles 153 to 167. What all it includes? It includes governor, chief minister and council of ministers. Okay, now article 63 to 67 and 177 deals with their power, responsibilities and functioning. So article 163, aid and advice to governor. Okay, 164 क्या है? Appointment of the and collective responsibility of the COM. Okay, 167 is duties of CM towards the governor. Okay, so whenever you're revising PM, so make it a point that you revise CM also with that. तो तुम्हारा काम इजी हो जाता है. ओके, क्योंकि ऑलमोस्ट सेम है फंक्शंस, आर्टिकल्स, ये सब ऑलमोस्ट सेम है. सो इट विल बी इजियर फॉर योर रिविजन. Okay, so constitutionally also the CM COM structure mirrors the PM COM structure at the union level. Okay, now appointment of the chief minister. Article 164 says that the chief minister is appointed by the governor. Now again same रामायण वही है कि लीडर ऑफ मेजॉरिटी पार्टी विल बी द CM, जैसे PM बनता है. ओके, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल कन्वेंशन है इन नॉर्मल सर्कमस्टांसेस. बट इन हंग असेंबली क्या होगा? द गवर्नर विल एक्सरसाइज द डिस्क्रेशन, जैसे प्रेसिडेंट विल एक्सरसाइज हिज डिस्क्रेशन. ओके, बट दिस डिस्क्रेशन कैन इट बी आर्बिट्ररी? एनीबडी कैन बिकम CM और PM, ऐसे हो सकता है क्या? नहीं. ओके, so the person appointed must prove the majority on the floor of the house. Okay, who must prove majority. Okay, इधर भी सेम. A non-legislator can be appointed as a CM but must get elected within 6 months. Okay, why ये जो है ना, ये PM के केस में, CM के केस में, why do you see this? क्यों? Because sometimes political leadership may not be a member of the house. at that moment. So this kind of flexibility is needed, right? But क्या है हमारा हमारा तो डेमोक्रेसी है, डेमोक्रेटिक लेजिटिमेसी है. सो दैट मस्ट बी इवेंचुअली सिक्योर्ड, इसलिए देयर इज दिस क्लॉज 6 months. ठीक है, इफ यू आर नॉट अ मेंबर राइट नाउ, ठीक है, you can become the head, but you have to stay true to our democracy and you have to get elected within the 6 months. Okay, now the appointment of the council of ministers. Same. Ministers are appointed by the governor on the advice of the chief minister. So governor will not choose ministers independently. He acts on the CM's advice. Okay. Now Article 164 also says that ministers hold office during the pleasure of the governor, right? But ये जो pleasure है, that is exercised on CM's advice. So effectively, practically, chief minister controls the composition of ministry. राइट, सेम जो अपना यूनियन लेवल पे हो रहा है, सेम इज हैपनिंग इन द स्टेट लेवल ऑल्सो. नाउ ओथ अगेन एडमिनिस्टर्ड बाय द गवर्नर, ऑफिस एंड सीक्रेसी वाला सेम. टेन्योर, क्या टेन्योर फिक्स्ड हो सकता है? नहीं. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द कॉन्फिडेंस ऑफ द लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली. Okay, they will remain in office as long as they enjoy confidence of the legislative assembly. This is the essence or the core of the parliamentary accountability. Now article 91st amendment act of 2003, इसने क्या किया? इसने दो मेजर चेंजेस लाए. ओके, डिफेक्टर्स disqualified under article under 10 schedule cannot become ministers. ये 10 schedule defection, this we will study. Right now you just focus on this. Okay, if there is a legislator who is disqualified due to defection, that person cannot become a CM or a minister. And the strength of COM, including the CM, shall not be more than 15% of the assembly strength, and minimum is 12 members. Q. Why was this introduced? To curb jumbo ministries. ओके, पॉलिटिकल पेट्रोनेज मिलता था, कोएलिशन ब्लैकमेल मिलता था कि तुम हमारे साथ जुड़ जाओ, हम तुमको पोस्ट दे देंगे. ओके, कितना पोस्ट दोगे, लेकिन किसको किसको दोगे, राइट? सो योर सपोज इमेजिन करो कि देयर आर 100 MLAs, तो द COM plus CM must be less than equal to 15, oh sorry, yes, 15 members. Okay, very important. Which amendment? 91st amendment of 2003. Now the powers and functions of the chief minister with respect to the council of ministers, same. जो PM के functions थे, same. Allocate portfolios, reshuffle ministries, can recommend dismissal of a minister, then chairs cabinet meetings, coordinates decision and governance. Okay, so in reality, what do you see? Without the CM's confidence, no minister can survive. Okay, so PM और CM, ये क्या है? They are the first among equals. Okay, क्या है? ठीक है, सब में इक्वालिटी है, no one is under no one. बट ये इक्वालिटी में भी देर इज समवन फर्स्ट, एंड फर्स्ट कौन कौन है? ये CM एंड PM. ओके, प्राइमस इंटर पैरिस ये भी कहते हैं. देन विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू द गवर्नर, क्या है? जैसे द PM इज द मेन कम्युनिकेशन लिंक बिटवीन द president and the COM, वैसे CM here is the main communication link between the governor and the COM. Okay. Now, under Article 167, the CM must inform the governor decisions and provide information if asked and submit matters for consideration if governor requires. Okay. Now, the role and relation with the legislature. CM will advise the governor on summoning, proroguing, and dissolving assembly. Okay. He will also announce the government policy in the house, defend government actions, right? Other roles क्या है? Vice Chair of Zonal Councils, Member of Niti Aayog Governing Council, Interstate Council, Chair of State Planning Board, Crisis Manager, Public Spokesperson. Okay, so ये क्या? It shows when you talk about Interstate Council, when you talk about Zonal Council, it shows the CM's role. Okay, at both the state level and federal level. Okay, now we will understand the COM, Council of Ministers. Composition of State Council of Ministers. So, like the Union, the State Council of Ministers include Cabinet Minister, Ministers of State, Deputy Ministers, and sometimes a Deputy CM. So, is this Deputy CM, is it a constitutional post? No, it is not constitutional. Okay, it is a purely political arrangement. कोई constitutional status नहीं है. But you see कि कहीं कहीं states में होते हैं. Why? Because it is often used for coalition management or for sometimes for caste balancing also. Okay. Now, again, this will work. The COM works through cabinet committees, standing ad hoc, same. Okay. जैसे अपना यूनियन का है वैसे ही सेम है. Now the constitutional responsibility, this article, Article 164. So this is the backbone of the parliamentary democracy at state level. Article 164 क्या कहता है? Entire council is collectively responsible. Okay, collectively responsible to the state legislative assembly. Meaning क्या है? If a no confidence motion is passed, entire ministry will resign. Okay, in case there is a legislative council. लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल क्या है? जैसे हर एक स्टेट का लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली है, बट सम स्टेट्स दे हैव एन एडिशनल house which is called a legislative council. You have to tell me how many states in India have a legislative council. Okay, so even if a member is from the legislative council, that member, that minister will also resign. Okay, ये legislative council जो है, it works like your राज्यसभा only. ठीक है, your legislative assembly is equal to Lok Sabha, legislative council is equal to Rajya Sabha. Okay, ये तो हुआ उनका collective responsibility, but there is individual responsibility also. Okay, ministers hold office at the pleasure of governor, but practically हमने देखा governor acts on the advice of CM, so CM can recommend removal. Okay, why? This is to ensure the discipline within the ministry, and there is no legal responsibility. इसका मतलब क्या है? Suppose any advice is given by the ministers to the government, to the governor. Okay, so that advice cannot be questioned in the courts. and no requirement to countersign the governor's orders. एक बार गवर्नर ने साइन कर दिया मतलब that becomes the law. ओके, और काउंटर सिग्नेचर की जरूरत नहीं है. प्लस the advice given by the ministers to the governor cannot be questioned in the courts. क्यों? This will provide the executive confidentiality. Okay. Now, if you are smart enough, you will draw the parallels. जैसे at union, president is nominal. At state, governor is nominal. Okay. Then PM is real, CM is real. बट इनमें एक की डिफरेंस क्या है, एक नुआंस क्या है यहाँ पे? द प्रेसिडेंट इज इलेक्टेड बट द गवर्नर इज अपॉइंटेड बाय द सेंटर. ये है इनका की डिफरेंस. ठीक है. सो आई होप दैट यू अंडरस्टूड दिस. यहां तक हमने कर दिया है. इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर वी विल डू द पार्लियामेंट. ओके, काफी बड़ा होने वाला है आई एम गेसिंग. सो हैंग ऑन, हैंग टाइट एंड keep studying guys, keep revising. बार बार पढ़ो, एक ही चीज बार बार पढ़ो. instead of going around looking for different sources, stick to one source, read it over and over again. Okay, you will truly see the difference. Okay, and yeah, take care of yourself, keep studying. Thank you.